What's up, everybody? Rob here, back with probably the memeiest slash jankiest slash dumbest deck I have yet to play in this channel. And that is because we are playing Mill, the historical champion of jank, the king of bad decks, the deck that every single person wants to work when they start playing Magic, but it just never quite gets there. I remember last time we were around Ravnica, a lot of people at FNM were playing Mill. It was never good. There's a lot of people playing Mill in Modern. It's not that good. It's not that bad. It's not that good, though. And my deck is absolutely no different. Except that it is bad. I have 61 cards in it right now. That's just, I don't know why. But am I gonna adjust it? No. I mean, what are we doing here? So we got Wall of Lost Thoughts, a little bit of Mill, and a good protector. That's exactly what we need because my deck is very light on win conditions other than Mill. I mean, maybe my amassed zombie armies can do something. That's literally it. This is the only card that can kill them by any other means other than just milling them out. So the deck, if you're not familiar with Mill, basically plays like a mediocre control deck that tries to stall your opponent out long enough for you to mill them out with cards like Wall of Lost Thoughts, Psychic Corrosion, Thought Collapse, Ashiok, Jace. And this little ley line here, I'm kind of experimenting with it. My thought process was, this deck really loses when you waste a turn playing something like Psychic Corrosion and then your opponent just plays something more powerful on the next turn. So what if we had Leyline out, they go to cast their spell, and in my hands I have a Psychic Corrosion and a Thought Collapse. If it's something wimpy that I don't care about, at the end of their turn, I can throw it on my Psychic Corrosion. If it's something I want to counter, I can play Thought Collapse. So basically just playing at instant speed seems pretty good. Also, way better at instant speed. But yeah, that's it. You'll notice I only have 3 of these. That's because I have not wasted enough wildcards. And right now I am one of the many people who have a mythic and no rares left. So yeah, let's bring this pile to some ranked. Now, I remember, I think MTG Goldfish had a blue-white mill deck a couple formats ago, and theirs was more reliant on Settle the Wreckage and stuff like that to try to stay alive for a while, but there's just too many cool blue-black mill cards to ignore. So this, if I don't draw land, is terrible. If I do, is mediocre. So I think that's what we're going to do. We can start with a turn 2 Wall of Thoughts or a cast down if something crazy comes out, and then just kind of follow up the plan here. Looks like we may have the mirror match. So this deck is actually okay against like hard control decks. Now, I'm not sure how hard this Grixis deck is going to be controlling, but if it is, okay. Against a deck that's running counter magic, I don't know what's happening right now, but I'm okay with it. So let's think here. I'll throw this out. If they play like something big, I can just cast down a Vraska it. Still not sure what's happening here. Is it just like a 5-color good stuff deck? Oh, you know what? It's probably a Niv Mizzet deck. Yeah, you can make me sacrifice stuff I don't have. One good thing about Mill, if you can say anything is good about Mill, is just the ability to see what your opponent's up to. So we're in a pretty good spot here. We can counter something, we can kill something. Narset is annoying. Okay, so maybe not Niv Mizzet. This is kind of some weird 4-color control nonsense. Well, thank God we're drawing all this sweet removal. And none of them mill cards. All right, well, they're probably going to spark double. Nothing? What happens if they spark double nothing? Does it just fizzle? Yes. Yes, it does. So as you can see, this deck is just insanely powerful. I mean, look at that, 12 cards in their graveyard. I mean, what are they thinking here? Can I do 2? It's one way to get rid of their Dovin, perhaps their Teferi and or Narset. Really don't know what's going on here. Really don't know. Not too concerned about their Dovin here. They can gain all the life they want. Pretty soon I'm going to start milling them 4 cards a turn. I mean, come on. What's that, a 58 turn clock? Gah, that's not fun. Okay. Yeah, you do fear the psychic corrosion Teferi. Imagine how bad this player must feel having to do psychic corrosion on a Teferi. I mean, I have to waste like 10 turns charging up a blast zone, but oh my sweet God. Can a man please? Please. All I want is something to mill my opponent with. My opponent is dirtling just enough that, okay, this isn't modern. I'm not instantly dead. I could blow up the Karn. That doesn't really seem that good right now. Huh. All right. Man, this player fiercely fears the sweet, sweet corrosions. Yeah, that's fine. Let's do one of these boys. Hanging on my cast down for when they play this Hydroid Crisis. Oh my, really? Come on. This is insane. Have I drawn anything but land in this one corrosion? These were in my opening hand, I think. So I kept a 2-land hand, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 more lands? Drawn 8 lands? Alright, well. Just gonna kill this Teferi, I guess. Eventually they can play their Golem, blow up my other Psychic Corrosion. This isn't fun. Just trying to mill them out. Got half their deck. That's a lot. I haven't got half their deck. They've probably drawn more cards themselves than I have helped with. You know what? It's because I have 61 cards in this deck. I bet if I didn't have 61 cards, things would be different. Be going Ashiok into Jace. into God knows what else. They're going to ultimate this here Dovin pretty soon. That's a bummer. No, my corrosions. Yeah, that's fine. Mm-hmm. Yep. Can I kill their chromatic lantern? Huh, that's funny. No, they don't have the mana to cast. Oh my god, are you kidding me? This is so dumb. I mean, yes, this deck is very dumb, but this is... Oh, this isn't any way to go out against an equally janky pile. 5-color Super Friends. Friggin' main... I guess these aren't main deck. But what a silly thing we're looking at. Our opponent's got 18,000 cards. I respect him. Planeswalker.deck. All right. I see what's happening here. One last hurrah for the good boys. All right, well, turns out when you draw 8 lands in a row, you can't win a game. I mean, yeah, you could theoretically say that it's my fault for playing mill, but I disagree. That was bad luck for sure. Yep. All right, let's see how number 2 goes. I definitely want to get a mill out on film. That would feel very good. I was playing this deck earlier against Mono Red, probably the worst matchup, and I got them to 1 card. 1. And then they lightning bolted me like 3 times. Oh boy. This is terrible. This is better. What do we get rid of? This is either very good or very bad, so maybe we get rid of that. Submit. Oh yeah. Get that free card. Turns out Legion's End is probably pretty good. All right, so we could like instant speed Thought Erasure, but I think just getting it in a blocker and preserving our life total is probably the best. There we go. Getting rid of some big boys right there. I mean, this shit dies to shock now, but what are you going to do? And if they use a burn spell to kill a wall of lost thoughts, that's it's pretty good. Up in the life total here. Got a Vraska's Contempt, which is also pretty nice. Don't have any land, which is pretty bad. No. Draw step, then Thought Erasure. There we go. Oh boy. Oh, sweet lord. So we actually have a response to some of these. That's problematic. No. We need land. So they play Steamkin here. Hit us for 4. Next turn, we Thought Erasure one of the Rekindling Phoenixes. Oh, come on. Go from 8 lands to none. All right, so they can't cast the Phoenix yet, so we got to take the Chain Whirler. Yeah, that's what we need. Still taking a lot of damage here. I'm thinking with the Ashiok, maybe we can hit some flashback spells or something. The thing that is rough about the mono red matchup, other than the fact that it's literally the worst matchup, is that all of their cards hurt you. Like, it doesn't even matter when you mill out. It's not like their little hidden treasure. Ooh, I didn't even notice this fun little interaction. Make their Gitu Lava Runners a lot worse. All right, so here... So we're definitely going to their turn. Now it's... I think we thought collapse this Phoenix, and then we Vraska's Contempt the next one. All right, I take it back. We lose. But yeah, mono red is for sure the worst matchup here. If we don't draw our Cry of the Carnariums and just all of our removal up front, it's going to be a bad time. We really just want to go up against one of the more dirtily controlled decks, just something that doesn't kill you with creatures. This is actually pretty darn good. Got an early blocker, some early removal, an actual win condition. And we're going up against what looks like Grixis Control again. So Grixis is a tricky one because it is a control deck that actually can kill you. But if it can't kill me fast, gross. So maybe I should start putting some more lands in this deck or something. Do I hold off and try to contempt their next play? Do I try to get an early Jace out? I think I am going to stay a little bit more reactive here. All right. Don't mind if they draw cards. Come on, play something. Planeswalker here. All right, not the most ideal of plays. Huh. Discarding Niv Mizzet, huh? Guess they don't have the mana for it. I'm trying to think if I play a Jace, what could completely just blow me out here? I mean, they could just counter it and then do something on their own turn. I think we're still going to hold off here. It'd be great if we had a counter, but we don't. But we do have... That's fine. Don't need those anymore. Don't care what your life total is. Niv Mizzet is problematic for sure. Yeah, don't care about them doing nothing. That's for sure. These are the kind of games, though, that you really want to get an early, like, Psychic Corrosion or something online. Just so there's that constant bleed of cards. That's fine. My deck is surprisingly okay against infinite removal. Right, they're still representing a counter spell, so I don't want to just throw my Jace into that without backup for my own counter magic. Nicol Bolas. I think I counter this that way. I can maybe draw out something from their own hand. All right. Still at a 6. I guess they can negate this, but yeah. All right, it's fine. We got 4. All right. Yeah. Gotta do this, unfortunately. Let him draw a card. So it's kind of like a Grixis Dragon-y control deck, it seems. All right. Paid life for that, though. Wonder why. Guess we just throw an Ashiok out here. All right. Guess they're not playing a ton of counter magic. That's nice. All right, so they're just playing like Grixis Pile, which, don't get me wrong, I'm a fan. Big fan. They are playing Drakes, though, which means I'm just helping them. All right. Tezzeret. Okay, that's not too threatening right now. What can we do here? Could wait till next turn. Dark control 3 more artifacts. I don't want him to draw multiple cards necessarily. I want to see his hand. Okay. So you can counter their next big play. Probably Rel. So what do we want here? Not necessarily what we want. It's not the worst, though. So honestly, Tezzer's not even that great anymore. You can search for permanents, but that's not that. Guess I'll discard Cast Down. I can get a good blocker in here. Get him some rip the cry and get everything. Oh, come on. mean, I kind of want my opponent to draw some cards. Yeah, he knows that there's no point in doing anything. So they can flip nickel bowls here. Huh, Crackling Drake. Pretty good, pretty good. Ah, 7 cards. 7 gosh darn cards. I guess a second Cry of the Carnarium would be pretty good. Hug. Well, we got Grixis pile to 6. Good game. All right, just it's a little bit too little mill stuff. So we definitely want an early repetitive source of mill. Now, I'm not playing Drown Secrets because I have a lot of mono black spells, and that card isn't exactly great with a bunch of mono black spells. Now, again, if we draw lands, this is looking pretty good. Playing Dismal Backwaters over Guild Gates because the life is very relevant. What is even in the meta that would be really good against? Probably like Scapeshift, surprisingly. Just with like all the Ashioks and all the other dumb crap we play. Blue, huh? No idea what our mono blue matchup would be like. But it's time to see what we're up against. Huh. Was I incorrect? What? I don't even know what we're up against. I'm excited. 1,000-Year Storm combo? All right. That deck might just be just janky enough to get milled out. All right, yeah, keep drawing cards. It's like playing against Death Shadow in Modern with Burn. They just do a lot of the hard, heavy lifting for you. Cool. I guess we're just going to play the no land game again. Seems like our opponent could really use a red source of mana. Whew, I'm feeling good about this one. I really hope our opponent doesn't concede. I really want to mill somebody out. I really want to let somebody... Don't scoop. I swear to God, don't scoop. Don't do it. Please don't scoop. Please don't scoop. Please. I just... That's one thing that sucks about mill. Unless it's like a close game, no one's gonna friggin' just, like, let you mill them out. Nobody wants to feel the shame. It's one of the biggest feelings of shame you can have playing Magic. Yeah, keep going for it. I don't want to counter this. Just keep drawing. Now I could play a Jace here for the fun, but I want to hold up this. Hey. Nope. Oh, come on. Come on. Well, as you can see, that's the kind of Jake that this mill deck is actually okay against. Oh man, we would have got there, and it's a huge bummer that they weren't going to let us get there. All right, not great, but we have 2 surveils, so we're going to let it happen. Kind of like the king of 2-land hands. This, oh gosh, darn it. Yeah, not a good mono red hand. We have almost nothing to help us in this matchup. I guess it's the downside of playing this in best of 1. Best of 1 is a wide field of mono red nonsense. So I'm gonna Thought Eraser here just because I need lands. I don't know if that's gonna be good enough next turn. We got the cast down, so we just need the land. My opponent draws a land, they can start going off very soon. What do you mean they've light up the stage now, so they're going to get their land. Flame Sweep. That's useless against us. Is this like the level 100 sleeve? Well, everybody, I don't think we're long for this world. I guess if I learned anything, it's mono red is a bad matchup, and don't keep 2 land hands no matter how much you want the dream to stay alive. I don't even know. Still just need lands. And yeah, that's gonna be a quick scoop there for us. We're learning how this garbage pile works. Let's go. We got this. Mono red, bad matchup. Don't know what we could do. I mean, there's a lot of stuff we could do, but 3 lands and a ley line, snap keep. No early protection, so that's fun. But we're in a pretty good spot. I take it back. We're in a terrible, terrible spot. That's pretty good, actually. Could help. I take it back. Once again, we are in a terrible spot. Maybe Ashiok will soak up some damage for us. 2 lightning bolts and a butcher. That ain't bad. But that just proves that this deck is aggro AF. Alright, so it's infinite butcher dot deck. Cry the Carnarium. Nope. Cool. So we're going to take a lot of damage. My Vraska's Contempt here is getting worse and worse by the minute. We're going to lose to a friggin' 2 land hand Rakdos deck. Come on. 2, 5, 9, 10. God damn you, best of 1. Just give me one more Dirtle. One more Dirtle. All right, so what's in this mess of aggro red decks. What is the hand we need to keep? Something with walls and cast downs, I guess, and eventual life gain. But again, it's a 2-lander, so really got to hope for the best here. And this is going to be the game where we play against like friggin' 1000-Year Storm combo again. Draw a land, please. Pelt Collector, huh? Ooh. Still need lands, though. Huh. Okay. Well, that card's useless against this, but... I'll just a quick kill those real quick. So the sad part is when my deck kind of wins, it has nothing to do with the fact that I'm milling people. It's because I'm playing a terrible control deck, and my opponents are playing draft decks. I mean, what is this? So I guess we're losing because our deck is trash, but at least we're better than something, I guess. I mean, my opponent could still just pull out some nonsense here, but I feel like we're in a pretty good spot. Maybe they're like Selesnya Wolves. No. Vraska's Contempt. I guess we just want to cast it down. No sense in wasting a Vraska or a more expensive removal spell. This way we can hold up an additional cast down to kill something else. Man, did I want this card to be good. It's really fun, and like I had a lot of success with Singleton playing Selesnya. Okay, so our opponent's playing main phase flash creatures. Not exactly the proest of moves here. They're also playing a tokens deck that has sweepers that kill their own creatures. All right. Okay. I'm not going to judge. I've lost to worst before. All right, so we're getting there very slowly. And I really hope we can get there before Scoop. Good God, that's a big, dumb creature. Galta. This is a new player pile, and I love it. I started playing Magic like 7 years ago at the age of 23. And the piles of garbage that I created were truly terrible. And I would lose at FNM to 12-year-olds constantly. And that's not to say that I don't continue to lose to 12-year-olds at FNM. I absolutely still lose to 12-year-olds very regularly, in fact. But at least I think I lose with a little bit of flair, you know? A little bit of respect. A little bit of something. Guess we'll just get rid of this here, fella. Seven cards. 4 right here. Come on, don't scoop. Please don't scoop. Okay. Got a little fight in them now. I love this Vivian. I love it so much. It's so good, and just beat down decks like that. +1 is so good. The -3 is such a good removal, and then the -5, I have yet to find a way to truly optimize it, but I think if I took more time to think of kind of a toolboxy thing, wouldn't it be bad? I'll friggin' kill that crap all day. I fear no life total. So I think they're at 6. Oh man, would I love to be able to do both of these. So in response to a +1, I could enter the God Eternals on their Amara. Oh god, we're gonna mill them. Please don't scoop. Please don't scoop. Oh, come on. Please, just let me get there. Let me get there just this once. Come on. I'm going to take that one as a victory. Sure, it was against a truly awful deck, and we didn't even get to see them mill themselves, but yeah, that's your mill moment of the week. I'm gonna keep twiddling away at this. I think there's something here. I'm gonna build it out. I'm gonna build out the sideboard and go best of 3. I don't think it's a good deck by any stretch of the imagination, but I think there's definitely something here to like be a solid tier 3 deck, to be a proper meme deck. I think we definitely need to focus on the mono red matchup, and I think with a sideboard, there's a lot we can do there. And yeah, that's the main problem with this deck. I don't know if Drowned Secrets is something that we even want to mess with. It seems a little slow, a little dirtily. I don't even know if Leyline of Anticipation is. It didn't seem very good the few times we had it. But I feel like, having Cerulean Drakes, it's just blockers in your sideboard, seems pretty key. There's definitely something here, and I'm going to keep working on it. So thanks you guys for watching these terrible, terrible mill matchups, and I hope we check back later for an updated list, because this is definitely a fun one that I'm going to be toiling with for a little bit. Peace.